Did you know that hidden in the dusty annals of history lies the surprising truth that an ancient, little-known tribe played a crucial role in shaping the very foundations of Islam? A fact that challenges the common narrative, which focuses solely on the mighty Quraysh and the family of Hashimim. This revelation forces us to reconsider what we thought we knew about the origins of our faith, and invites us to look deeply into the cultural and spiritual contributions of secret tribes whose traditions, values, and sacrifices laid the groundwork for the emergence of Islam. In this exploration, we journey back to the arid plains and verdant oases of the Arabian Peninsula, where the ancient tribes roamed and forged bonds of loyalty, justice, and compassion that would later echo in the eternal words of the Holy Quran and be illuminated through the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The story we unfold today is not merely one of battles and conquests, but a tale of a tribe whose customs and collective wisdom subtly nurtured an environment ripe for divine revelation. Though history often glorifies the dramatic events that followed the Prophet's mission, it is essential to recognize that the very spirit of Islam was shaped by the everyday lives and rituals of early Arab peoples. Among these peoples, one ancient tribe stands out for its exceptional dedication to principles that would eventually merge with the light of revelation. Their heritage, though obscured by the passage of time, remains engraved in the moral and ethical codes found in the Quran, which reminds us in Surah Al-Hujurat, "O mankind, indeed, we have created you from male and female and made you peoples and tribes so that you may know one another." Quran 49:13. Such verses not only celebrate the diversity among humankind, but also hint at a time when the unity of community was built upon shared values, passed down from generations of tribal wisdom. Yet, the mystery shrouding the founding of Islam is compounded by the lack of widespread awareness about the critical role this ancient tribe played. For centuries, the dominant narrative has centered on the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the powerful transformation of the Quraysh, leaving little room in popular memory for those whose names have been lost to time. This gap in our collective understanding presents a challenge. How do we honor the contributions of a people who, with humility and perseverance, imbued the early Islamic society with their traditions of fairness, hospitality, and sacrifice? Historical records, though fragmented and often interwoven with folklore, hint at the enormous influence exerted by these early nomads, whose practices and ethical teachings resonated with the divine message as it was slowly unfolding amid adversity and strife. As the Prophet himself advised, seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave, a call that underlines the importance of uncovering even the most hidden chapters of our past, so that we may fully understand the depth and richness of our faith. Delving into the historical context of pre-Islamic Arabia, we learned that life in the vast deserts was defined by survival, honor, and a strict sense of communal responsibility. It was in this crucible of hardship that the ancient tribe in question developed customs that prized justice, mutual aid, and unwavering loyalty to one's kin and community. Their traditional ways of resolving disputes through dialogue and arbitration, their emphasis on generosity to travelers and the needy, and their sacred rituals honoring the natural world all contributed to a social fabric that prized balance and equity. Many of these ideals were not only inherent in their daily lives, but also perfectly aligned with the emerging message of Islam. When the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, began to spread the message of monotheism, he found in the legacy of these tribes a fertile soil in which the seeds of divine instruction could grow. In one authentic hadith recorded in Sahih Muslim, the Prophet stated, "The believers in their mutual kindness, compassion, and sympathy are like one body," a saying that perfectly encapsulates the spirit with which these early Arabians lived and, later, embraced the revelations of Islam. In our journey through the sands of time, we come to a pivotal moment that marks the climax of this hidden narrative. It is here that we identify the ancient tribe whose influence was so profound that their traditions not only prefigured the ethical directives of Islam, but also actively supported the nascent Muslim community at a time when it faced immense adversity. Though many tribes contributed to the cultural milieu of the Arabian Peninsula, it is this particular people whose spirit of solidarity and justice shone brightest. They were among the first to heed the call of the Prophet, assisting in the establishment of community bonds that transcended old rivalries and tribal conflicts. Their leaders, wise and revered, were known to have counseled the Prophet with insight and compassion, urging him to remember the needy and to maintain justice at all times. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, remarked on such virtues when he said, "None of you truly believes until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself." A timeless lesson that was embodied by the members of this tribe in both word and deed. Their unwavering commitment to these ideals not only fostered a sense of unity among early Muslims, but also helped to propagate a message of mercy and equality that would later be enshrined in the Quran and echoed throughout the Hadith. As we reflect on this ancient tribe's journey, we are reminded that the origins of Islam are not confined to a single city or a solitary community, but are instead woven into the fabric of a diverse and multifaceted society. The contributions of these early Arabians are evident in the harmonious blend of tradition and revelation that characterizes Islamic teachings. Their legacy lives on in the principles that guide our lives today: the importance of justice, the sanctity of human dignity, and the bonds of brotherhood that unite all believers regardless of their background. The Quran continues to remind us that every community has a role to play in the grand tapestry of creation, a message that resonates deeply when we remember the forgotten voices of the past. Their lives, marked by simplicity and a profound sense of duty, have illuminated the path for generations to come. It is through their example that we learn the true meaning of unity in diversity, a lesson reiterated by the Prophet's enduring words, "The best among you are those who are best in conduct," urging us to embrace not only the letter, but the spirit of the divine commandments. In conclusion, the story of the ancient tribe that helped create the foundation of Islam is one of humility, perseverance, and timeless wisdom. Their forgotten contributions have enriched our understanding of the Islamic heritage and remind us that the strength of our faith lies in its diversity and the myriad influences that have shaped it over the centuries. By exploring their legacy, we not only honor the memory of those who came before us, but also gain valuable insights into the enduring principles of justice, compassion, and unity that lie at the heart of our belief system. These lessons are as relevant today as they were in the ancient deserts, calling on us to build bridges across cultural divides and to cherish the shared values that unite all humanity under one Creator. We invite you to share your thoughts and reflections on this remarkable journey in the comments below, and to continue exploring the rich history of religions with us in our next video. Let us celebrate the timeless contributions of those who silently shaped the world we know today, and let their legacy inspire us to work together in the spirit of understanding, peace, and mutual respect.